Hello. We have another special. It says, "Hi Bridget. Their question or area of concern is moving to the US. They're currently working in the visa to enter the USA and work there as a preschool teacher. They don't know if it's the right decision and they would like to get some information as well as information about the soul family and romantic relations. Will it be possible to find the reason what I can do to heal childhood and teenager trauma and get into a relationship ever in my life?" All right, so let's see. They, you know, right off the bat, what the fuck? Tornado warning for Massachusetts? I'm like, what? I've never seen a tornado, so whatever. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe I'll be moving through the air. Star is here. And first off, like reading the questions, whenever I read people's questions, it's like, I get like these little like, I see like how people word stuff, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're writing, what they're projecting, what they're, you know, thinking about, speaking about, worried about comes. So like if I looked at that whole like and I start harping on it and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm looking for it, and then I go like I stop this and I go check and I start panicking, the chances of it coming to me are a little bit more stronger because I'm in the energy of it, of like, freaked out about it. So you can make your wish come true. You can make anything be your reality, but you need to believe that, like I believe that even if the tornado's coming this way, it's gonna go around. It's fine. I believe that like I'm gonna make the right decision for me. There's no wrong decision that I'm gonna make because I made it, and I'm supposed to be making these decisions based out of what I feel. So like if there's something inside of you that's like, I don't really want to do that, or I'm doing that because I'm trying to get something else to happen, you've got to like inventory inside of yourself, as in like if I want to get my visa, maybe and I don't know anything about like what that entails or anything like that, but like say somebody were like, oh, I heard it's really easy if you were going to become like a preschool teacher. Like they just give those visas out if that's what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be like something else, then it's harder. So if you know what I mean, like if somebody had said that, all right, so my phone died, or well, it didn't die, it filled up, and I was like, oh, I'm out of room. But what I was saying is like sometimes when people have children, like they try to like heal through the kid. They're like, oh, you're gonna be living out all the dreams that I didn't live. So like you get these like pageant moms that dress their girls up because they wanted to be that, and like make them do shit that they don't want to do, and then like it ranges. It can happen with dads, it can happen with moms, but I feel like sometimes we vicariously live through others when we feel like we were somehow stunted or not given all, or missed out in some way. But it may not even be that. It may not be that at all. Or it could be in there subconsciously that you're not aware of, that like I'm being pulled to work with children because I'm being pulled to work with the inner child. And you may find that once you learn and grow and heal your inner child and your inner teen, you may be like, I don't really need to, further on with teaching children because I've like satisfied that thing inside of me. But the only way you'll know is by living and growing and healing and finding out. And that pull to be a preschool teacher or a teacher or whatever may be the thing that helps you to heal that, to be around children, to see how they are, to see like how they look at the world, to see how different parents interact, how different kids come about, what nurtures them, what hurts them, what do they hope for, what are their main concerns, like you know what I mean. Just seeing the vastness of the children and how they are would probably help you to find your inner child and remember that little girl, maybe before trauma or karma or anything that went down, that could have taken you away from those feelings and those emotions and those knowings. So, we've also got the Fool here, and the Ace of Wands is underneath it. And I feel like Spirit's basically saying, like, if you've been a hermit, if you've been holding back, if you've been, like, debating, it's time to choose. Like, this recurring theme has been coming out in all the other readings that I've done for this special and in other people's readings last night, and just in general in this energy. It's like we have the Venus retrograde, right? And we have other things going on, but the energies that are collaborating at this time, it's now raining, like, the warning is only till 10 p.m. 9 p.m. and it's 8:50, so we only got 8 minutes. All right. But anyways, like, all of the stuff that you go through, all of the things that you're learning, all of the stuff that we have happening up there around us, and it's like a lot of us are going through it simultaneously. There's a lot of nostalgia people are having. They're saying that, like, this is the time that if you're going to rekindle or respark, like, a lost relationship, or you're going to rekindle or respark the lost inner self, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to jump. Now's the time to take that shot, because the energies are congruent to doing the work, or to healing the stuff that was not right, or to fixing the stuff that went wrong, you know, like, whatever it is. I feel like I need to go fix something. Hold on. Alright, so I went to double check on my stuff out there, but then I was like, I'm not going to do it right now, because I was like, whatever's meant to be will be. Anyways, same for you. Whatever's meant to be will be. I just split the deck and I got the Wheel of Fortune. And I apologize for getting distracted because I don't remember exactly where I left off, but I know basically what we were saying is, like, sometimes we are doing things or pulled to things or feeling certain ways because we think that that's going to, like, be the answer. But the only way we're going to ever find out is if we trust and try and just see, you know? And I know, like, I was saying, like, the energies that we're in right now currently, it's like, it's the right time to take the leap of faith. It's the right time to just do something. Something you've never done before, or something you have done before, but this time you will be coming at it with a new awareness, a new approach, a new protection, a new intuition, a new intention, you know? Like, obviously, if things went wrong in your life as a child, as a teen, in romance, like the fact of being like, is it ever gonna happen? Am I ever gonna get that person? Am I ever, like, in general, like, is there ever gonna be the one? You know, you were like, will it be possible to find the reason what I can do to heal childhood and teenage trauma and get into a relationship ever in my life? Everything is possible, even when we've been through the difficult, even when we've been broken, even when there were secrets kept and lies and illusions and darkness and pain and separations and all of those things. But when you find the right people to work together with, which starts within yourself, finding the right self is it's a self-discovery. And you're never going to be done discovering. You're never going to be done evolving. You're never going to be done changing. You're never going to really find, like, just one version of you, because you're always going to be healing and growing and changing and shifting. But when you think of it like, am I ever going to find anybody? It's almost like I don't expect that, or I feel like there's something wrong with me right now that's keeping me from having my 10 of Pentacles, my ultimate fulfillment, the love of my life, the dreams of my life coming to be manifested, to move. If that's what I truly feel like I want to do, I can make that happen. If I want to be a teacher, I can make that happen. If I want to have the love of my life, I can make that happen. But it can't happen at the same time of me thinking that maybe it won't ever happen, or I need to do something in order for it to happen. What we need to do in order to make things happen is just believe that they're capable of happening, but also be aware within ourselves of what that is that we want to be happening. And if we don't know, that's when we need to, take a little time out and get right with ourselves and make sure we're not doing things for the wrong reasons, or we're not holding on to things that aren't serving us, or we're not blocking our blessings from being focused on our lack, or being focused on our circumstance, or being focused on our past, or being focused on something that we want that's not there right now. If you want the Two of Cups, the perfect partner, the person that's gonna, help you, don't give up on believing that, like, they're available. They're out there. I know they are. I'm gonna find them. And maybe it's somebody you already know, or maybe it's going to happen when you realize and recognize and remember who you are inside, all the versions of you, the little girl, the teen, the version of you now, the younger years, the later years. They're all accessible to you through going within and meditating and finding that self, all of those selves, which are multidimensional selves. We have many versions of ourselves that we're constantly tapping into. Like when you go outside and you're like, oh my God, the moon is so pretty. That's your little girl, And like when you nurture someone, or you see someone get hurt and you run to put your hand on their boo-boo, or kiss them, or help them, or fix something, or prevent a child from jumping off of something that they might get messed up from, that's your inner mother, the maiden mother crone. And then like sometimes the crone pops up when you're like, hey, and it's all of a sudden it's like, I sound like my mother, But the sun will illuminate for you, and things will get clear for you when you get clear for you. When you start speaking the right things, thinking the right things, saying the right things, believing the right things, the right actions will be taken. And the right action, like, this is the right thought. I am always taking the right action. I am always where I'm meant to be. I am always doing everything I need to do in order to be successful, to be happy, to be loved, to be nurtured, to be carefree. I am safe, I am loved, I am abundant, I feel safe and loved and abundant. I do the things to keep me safe and loved and abundant. I love that I'm safe and abundant. I speak my love and abundance into this world. I see it, I know it, I trust it. And when you can do that, you'll be happier because you'll be believing it, and then you'll start seeing it. And I know a lot of us are like, seeing is believing, but believing is how we get to see it. If you can't believe in it before you see it, then you'll probably never see it. But if you can start believing in it before you see it, you will see it. You'll become magic. You'll be the magician. You'll be like, holy shit. So see and visualize. Take 1 minute every day to have your thing. I showed the girls in my subscription yesterday, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 thing. And it's like, literally just make a box, okay? And be like, I'm making a box, and here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. In the 1, what is the thing that I most want to create? Maybe it's $10,000, maybe it's a green card, maybe it's to heal my inner child, whatever it is. It could be all of these things, and you can make more than 1 box. What is the thing that you really want? What is the end result of getting that thing that you want? So like if it's $10,000, then what's the end bank account look like? Or if it's the love of my life, what does the end of that look like? Married, children, or traveling the world, power couple, what do you want, And then for 3, it's how would you feel if that happened? Like, oh my God, I'm so relieved, or oh my God, I'm so excited, or oh my God, I'm so in love. Whatever it is. And then we give it away to the universe. We let it go. We trust. And, we just know that it's coming. We don't have to know when, how, where, why, or what exactly is going to be the details. We just know that it's coming because we've set it in motion, and we're going to visualize it. So if it was the bank thing, it's like, what app do you use on your phone to go into the bank? Oh my God, look at that deposit. And visualize for 60 seconds. Or, oh my God, I got the email. I'm approved. I got my green card. Oh my God. Like, feel it, see it, know it, trust it, envision it, see it, like all the details of it, and then give it away. So just like 60 seconds every day, do that process. You could make a new box every day, but try it for like 2 weeks where you're just every day for 2 weeks you're envisioning those things happening, that abundance coming, you're chanting, you're like, whatever. Like I walk around here like a weirdo, like la, 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 and I sing weird things and I say weird things and I do weird things, but it raises the vibration, it breaks up the energy, and it works, and it shifts stuff. So don't give up either. If you're like, I'm not, like, it's not working. If you think that, it won't work. If you say that, it won't work. If you give up before it happens, it would have been you that sabotaged the new start, the new beginning, the abundance and the happiness and the joy and the wealth and all of the things that you're wanting. You're not exempt from having. There's nothing keeping you from them usually other than ourselves. So 10 of Cups, happily ever after, the fucking rainbow, you know. But you've got to make the moves without tricking yourself, without lying to yourself, without believing the false. Okay, you got to see the victory so the victory can be seen. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I say? Take your time. Go slow. It's not a rush. Just don't sit there and put yourself on hold for the rest of your life either. Of like, well, I got to heal my inner child. You know, like if you start giving yourself a bunch of things that you've got to do before you can have something, then that will prevent you from having the something. You could wake up tomorrow with a healed inner child and a healed inner teen and the love of your life knocking on your door, if you want to. But it's a choice. Everything is a choice. Everything here becomes like wrapped in illusion. I understand that some of us went through trauma and some of us had bad experiences, and we might need to work through that, but we got to find the right people to work through it with. And if we're aware of that, like, oh, I got to heal my inner child and my inner teen, being aware of it is the thing that helps to heal it. Of like, oh, because usually, like, the beginning of our lives, we're not aware that what's going on isn't right, or what's going on is impacting us to a point where later down the road, it may be blocking us in certain situations. But you can get in the chariot at any time by the awareness of the thing that was like, oh, that was fucked up. And just the awareness of it, checking into it and being like, oh, it can free you, or it can cage you. Where it's like, well, I was a victim and I was wounded and now I'm broken. And we don't go anywhere. Or we can look at it and say, wow, I was wounded, I was a victim, and look at me. I'm still alive. I'm still doing it. I'm still out here. I'm still successful. I'm still getting out of the clouds. I'm making the moves within my mind, within my body, and my soul, and my spirit. And I'm trusting that when I follow my heart, it's going to lead me to the abundance. It's going to lead me to everything I've ever wanted. But I got to get my head out of the clouds and see that, and not get caught up in those illusions of things that aren't necessarily true. They're only true because I believe them to be true. Whatever you believe to be true will be true. If you're like, I'm a victim and I'm sad and bad and I'm not gonna boop, that's what you will see and feel and do and create. And sometimes we have to like eliminate people out of our lives, or thoughts out of our lives, or feelings out of our lives, or things in our lives that are causing those things. Like, what seeds are you planting? Like, you're the sum of the people you surround yourself with. So if you want to like get your green card, but nobody else you're hanging out with cares about that or is doing that, they don't care what you're doing. They're not going to be like the right motivators, you know, because they're not doing that. They're not focused on it. They may support you in that, and that's a good thing. If you have, they don't all have to be doing that to support you, but watch the people in your area and around you and what they're saying and what they're doing. Are they making you feel like you can do it, or are they making you feel like you can't do it, or you shouldn't do it, or you wouldn't ever be able to? Because if that's happening, you got to remove those people. And then that would be healing to the inner girl and the inner teen that may have been pushed around by others, or may have been people pleasing others because you didn't want to cause a ruckus. You didn't want to be told you're a bad kid. You didn't want to be looked at as a mean girl. So you may have, you know, given away too much. You know, you could have juggled your own value and worth, or given way too much to people that weren't giving back to you. And that could be a theme that's still happening now. So look around you. Like, again, with the energies that we're in right now, it's available to us to look at and to be like, give it a shot, you know, like to see, like, all right, should I keep this person around in my life? Let's put it to the test, you know. And then if we do that and we find that like they're really not there for me, they're not supporting me, like we just don't jive, which will be easily able to find out right now. If there's too many burdens with all the energies and the things that are going on, it's like, just be super aware of the people you're surrounding yourself with, the thoughts that you're thinking about, the visualizations that you're focused on. Like, are you focused on like being successful, or are you focused on maybe it won't work? And maybe you flip-flop, but you got to try to get yourself to flip-flop more to the other side of success, to the side of everything's going to be fine, I'm going to be great, everything's going to work out, I don't have to worry. I got my mind right. I got my emotions right. I'm fucking happy. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm letting go of the pain of the past. I'm letting go of the people of the past. I'm opening up my heart and I'm trusting that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, because if I wasn't here, I wouldn't meant to be here. If I'm here, then I'm meant to be here. And whatever choice I make, it's all good. It's all meant to happen in the way that it's happening. I can take the risk. I can take the leap. I can do whatever I need to do at any time. But if I doubt, or I sabotage it, or I don't leap, or I let whatever happened before prevent me from doing again, then again that would be for a reason that you needed to go through, or to face, or to heal, or to reconcile within yourself, so that you could then make it. But just don't give up on yourself. Just don't give up on the success. Don't give up on the mindset. Don't give up on the justice that you deserve. Yes, you can have love. Yes, you can be abundant. Yes, you could be a teacher. Yes, you can have the emotional fulfillment. Yes, you can get your green card. Yes, you can do all of those things. But not from a place of feeling broken, not from a place of feeling sad and incomplete, and not from a place of not believing in yourself, or feeling separate from, or not valuable enough. So work on your beliefs. Go into the unconscious, which is just through meditation and sleep. Like, listen to subliminal messages. Listen to guided meditation. Listen to affirmations. Do the visualizations. Surround yourself with the people who are giving the input that supports. Surround yourself with the people who are on the same mission as you. Surround yourself with the input, like, what are you watching? Are you watching TV? If you're watching TV, be mindful of what you're watching on there. Are you watching stuff on TikTok? Are you watching stuff on Instagram? We all do it. Just be super mindful of what you're looking at, because if it makes you feel badly, or it hits you in the heart, and it makes you feel sad, or less than, or inadequate, or in any way, like, blah, 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 don't be surprised when things break down. Don't be surprised when things go south. Don't be surprised if it's harder to forge forward, comparing and contrasting. That's how we break our heart. Just be proud of who you are. Love yourself. Grow. Heal. Don't feel left out. The only person who can leave you out is you. Come into union with you, and everything else will come into union with you. Make the choice to choose you, and other people will choose you. Make the choice to learn, and you will understand so much more. Learn about yourself. Learn about things like, what's the best approach to the thing I want to do? Google it, research it, figure it out. And if it's like, you really feel like a certain thing inside of you that's like, I really got to heal that inner child, start doing that guided meditations and things like that. Learn about it. If it's like, I really got to heal, ba-ba-ba-boop. Because like, we can also come up with these things. If we just are not feeling worthy of love, we're going to come up with 1,000 reasons why the love's not there. I gotta heal my inner child. Now I gotta heal my inner teen. Now I gotta do this. Now I gotta do that. Now I gotta get that thing. Now I gotta do that. You could keep coming up with those things, or get to the root cause of, why am I believing that I need to do anything to be loved, other than be me, other than love me. And again, it's a choice. Every day is a choice. And sometimes we love people who don't love us back, or we love people who are incapable of loving at that time, because they just haven't learned to love, or they were shown something that was different than love that maybe you saw. So and neither one of you may have the right to love, right? It could be, oh, I give money instead of love, because I feel like, that shows you I value you. Here's the money. A lot of people do that, but they learned it from somewhere. They didn't just come up with it out of nowhere. Some people do it with sex. I'm gonna sleep with you to people please. I'm gonna sleep with you because I feel like that's how I'm gonna have intimacy, or because I don't know how to like be intimate with you in any other way than sex, or I'm going to, whatever it is. Just so many things, but none of those things are necessarily wrong or right. It's just that we're all learning what's the right way for us. Money shouldn't be involved. Sex shouldn't have to be involved. Nothing should have to be involved except for you being you, and loving the fullness of you, and knowing the fullness of you, and putting it out there and shining the fullness of you, and not letting anybody else keep you from feeling like this. I'm good enough. I'm happy enough. I'm successful. I'm here. I'm already there. And even if you feel like you're faking it in the beginning, just fake it till you make it. Start trusting. I just saw the lightning. Just do it, man. Just keep showing up. I'm beautiful. I'm lovable. I'm healed. I'm whole. I'm aligned. Don't bypass shit. Don't just choose not to heal other stuff. But it all starts up here. The mind is the biggest thing, and there's so many illusions out here that are going to get you caught up and get you fucked off and get you all like blah, blah, blah. And they're all lies. None of them are real. None of them are true unless you believe them to be real and true. You get to determine what that is for you. What is your justice? What is your balance? What is it that you really want? And let go of the burdens that make you feel like it's not available, because success is always available to all of us at every moment. But we got to see it. We got to look at it. We got to know it and feel it and trust it. And when things go south, know that there was a reason for it. And then reconcile with the inner self. Reconcile with the things that went wrong before. Be okay with them. And not let it keep you from joy and bliss and happiness and success and union in all the areas that you want to be united. Okay? So yeah, take the leap of faith into the unknown of these new mindsets, of defeating the devil and the darkness and the bullshit and the lies, and starting this new emotional fulfillment within yourself. But I don't want to say like, oh yeah, this is the wrong decision or the right decision. You need to determine that. And the same with love. Yeah, you can find the love of your life, but you need to believe it so they can present it to you. They cannot come give you their cup of love if you don't believe that anybody out there will want to, or that you're worthy of it. So again, work on the subconscious mind. Google like subconscious belief work. You could do journal work. You could do meditation. You know, there's so many things you could do. And I just got my shadow workbook. I do plan to do like little series on TikTok with it. I am going to read the shaman book on here too. I still got to finish Halcyon Light Healing. I have a lot of things. I'm manifesting health. I'm manifesting support. I'm manifesting abundance. Right now I've been focused on like my first goal of things I need to get done, which is like real life stuff, and you know, I gotta make things work that makes sense, and like, you know, doing a free guided meditation on YouTube isn't that thing right now. You know what I mean? It's like I gotta sell some stuff, I gotta post some stuff, I gotta make things, I gotta serve my people that are purchasing stuff, and that all takes precedence over like, here, let me do this free thing that, you know, isn't very tangible in the results immediately. So, and that's the thing too, is like we've got to be smart with what we're doing. Like, I love to be the healer, I love to be the reader, I love to be doing those things, and I do them in a way where a lot of times I do give a lot away for free. But there's other things that I have that I need to do too, to make money, to eat and pay my bills and do all that stuff. So it's like having the thing like what's working for me, you know, whether it's business, love, life, travel, your purpose, your career, whatever. Like, what is the thing that gets me the most results in the most short time, you know? And usually that's, again, up here is going to be starting up here, and then it's out here too. Like, if things are chaotic, if things are dirty, if things are messy, in any sense, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, friendship, romantic, family, whatever, you got to clean that stuff up so that this can be organized and chaos free. And then the return on investment, it's like, if I'm giving my time and my energy to something, what am I receiving back for that time and that energy? And if what I'm giving isn't getting a good enough return, or it's not a balanced return right now, like when I'm in a better position, then I can go ahead and do that free guided meditation and have the time for that. But in the moment, if I know that I got deadlines and I've got bills and I've got things I got to do, then I'm going to focus on the things that I know garner results. And that doesn't always necessarily mean selling, but it means more telling people about what I'm selling. It means more organizing around the things I'm selling. It means more strategizing around where and how and like what else I can do to bring in those types of things. And again, this is the same type of stuff for like if I want to get my green card. It's like, well, let me get organized. Let me figure out what are the right steps to take for that. What is the process that looks like? If I want to heal my inner child, what are the steps I need to take for that? What is a process that I should go through? And let me look at other people who have successfully accomplished it and listen to their advice and listen to their support and their guidance. and then not get stuck there in the analysis paralysis of I don't know yet. I mean, look at everybody else 10,000 more times. Just do it. Just take the leap of faith and start doing it, and it will get easier over time. Trust your intuition. You will know what to do, but you will have to face your fears. You know, sometimes we have to face our fears and trust that we can celebrate and have good reconciling time, and everything will come about. And even if things go bad and we, in the end, it would have been for a reason. We would need to make a new judgment call based off the results that we saw, but we don't have to let it like put us up in an illusion land. We don't have to believe lies about it. We don't have to let it like determine the rest of our lives. It's like, yeah, shit, and something went bad, but you know what? Justice will be served when I overcome that. When I spin the wheel in my favor and I get up and I try again, even though I'm and have anxiety, or even though I failed before, or even though I'm not sure, I'm gonna get what I want. I'm going to plant the seeds of potential and trust that the potential will be grown into what exactly I need it to be growing into. Otherwise, it wouldn't grow. And if it doesn't grow, then there would be a reason for that too. Literally, everything that's going on is meant to be going on. Everything that will happen is meant to happen. But you can make it better or you can make it worse based on how you perceive it and how you're thinking about it. If you get up and, oh my God, I gotta do this thing, then you're not gonna really want to do it. But if you're like, yeah, I get to do this thing, it's more like, it's not so difficult, it's not so hard. I tell myself all types of stupid lies about shit that I have been catching on to more and more as I do the subconscious work and as I clear those things away. It's like, stop telling yourself that old broke down story. Stop telling yourself those old beliefs that don't really serve us. So at 28:28, I'm going to let you go, and more lightning just flashed. I feel like hopefully this will serve you. Thank you very much. Namaste.